Welcome to the Sharkpreneur Podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Timm, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.
Welcome to the Sharkpreneur Podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Green. Today, I am joined by John Freese of Metolius Hemp. John, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Seth.
All right, so tell everybody what Metolius Hemp is.
Metolius Hemp Company is a vertically integrated industrial hemp consumer product company. And we have a very specific mission to utilize the plant to create medicine. And the way that we impact our customers is we actually use and develop all of our products as a solution to reduce or replace tobacco. And so every product we've ever developed is specifically there to reduce a tobacco product that you use habitually and that you'd like to either reduce or completely replace. And so we have products that replace cigarettes, cigars, chewing tobacco, and smoking pipe tobacco.
Okay, so I love the mission. So tell me a little bit more. So the product itself, for those watching and listening, it's called Metolius Hemp. Is this CBD? What are you using? Obviously, is that cannabis? How does that affect you? How does that work? How does this help you stop smoking, chewing, and or improve your health and well-being?
Great questions. So first off, yes, everything we produce is organic CBD and CBG flower from which we build and design our products. That flower is either used in the products if it's smokable, or in some cases is turned into a distillate, which is an oil, or an isolate, which is a powder, specifically for CBD or CBG cannabinoids. So that's what we utilize. We grow ourselves. Our members of our team have been growing for the last 3 seasons, and we harvest ourselves, and it's completely vertically integrated. In regards to what is the value they can get and why would they replace tobacco with these products is because, number one, habits, behaviors such as smoking and dipping and chewing are extremely, extremely entrenched in the human mind. And the process of being in a social environment, inhaling a cigarette, putting a lip dip in your mouth, all of these things become essentially rote in the human mind. And so what we try to do is match exactly the same form factor they're used to. We provide a completely healthy hit, organic, zero carcinogens, zero additions to the products that aren't organic and from the earth. And then last but not least, we match their price. And this has been what's been one of the biggest things for us is we ask them, what are you spending per week or month on cigarettes, cigars, or chewing tobacco? We'll match that price and we'll send it to you direct to your home every single month with a sustainable delivery system, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, so I love that you're helping people quit smoking, quit chewing, replace it with something that is good for them and healthy. Obviously, cannabis and CBD, huge, huge market right now and completely growing as more and more people get tuned to the benefits. For our folks who aren't familiar with that, what are cannabinoids and what do they do for you? Why are they good for you? Why is this such a huge growing industry right now?
I'll start back a little bit. We believe that cannabis, industrial hemp, which is by definition the same family of plants, but specifically has such a nominal level of THC, the psychoactive cannabinoid in the product or in the plant, is the one that everyone is, famously known to attribute to the plant. But CBD and CBG are other cannabinoids amongst well over 100 cannabinoids in the plant. But over the last 30 years, the plant kept being grown for its THC value for consumers that were buying on the black market. Within that same plant was all of these other acronyms that have very, very specific abilities within the human body. So you, I, all mammals have an endocannabinoid system. It's inside endo, right? And it's your cannabinoid system. The only thing it takes in and processes is cannabinoids. Now, cannabinoids exist in many plants on Earth. 25 plants on Earth are very rich in them, but there's no plant on Earth that's more rich in cannabinoids than cannabis. And so in turn, as time has gone on, people have taken these plants and they have bred them to be more prolific in CBD or CBG as its primary cannabinoid that you would want to either inhale through smoke, right? Or take in through an ingestible edible via distillate or have in some product as an isolate. So that's what we focus on. These are considered federally legal industrial hemp products, meaning they have less than 0.3% of THC by volume. So if you look at that plant, it would be akin to you saying, I could drink 7 near beers and get the equivalence of 1 light beer. That's essentially what this is. So it does not get you high. It is non-psychoactive. However, it has all the medicinal properties of CBD and CBG. I feel like I've been talking a lot, so I want to pause, even though I haven't fully answered your question. And let me know if you want. Anyway, go. Sorry.
Yes, I'm gonna pick up and ask you to clarify for our folks who don't know I know you can't list them all, we don't have time, but what are some of the medicinal and other benefits of CBD?
Okay, so CBD is predominantly known to manage 6 main things in the human body: pain, stress, sleep, anxiety, depression, and inflammation. That's what it's anecdotally and from a clinical research perspective been utilized the most for by consumers and seems to have some of the greatest impact for. With that being stated, there is also CBG, which is in our products. CBG is what they call the mother cannabinoid or the stem cell cannabinoid. When you plant the seed and the plant starts to mature, there's one cannabinoid, CBG, that then ends up chemically turning into THC, CBD, CBN, all of these ones you might have heard of or maybe have never heard of. So CBG is this really dry, amazing cannabinoid, and the plant doesn't produce a lot of oil, but what it does is 2 primary things. It cleans out the receptors in the CB1 and CB2 receptor spots in the body, and then CBD increases the uptake of all other cannabinoids. And so what ends up happening is if you think of the endocannabinoid system, that can help balance mood, can improve overall behavioral activities for like children with autism, can do things in regards to inflammation within the body. Imagine it's a series of peaks and valleys that your body is naturally taking in from foods and within your own system. When you take in CBD and CBG, what they tend to do is balance, increase those valleys and decrease those peaks. And then you have like a homeostasis. And again, your body needs these cannabinoids. It can get them from multiple sources, but this is the most medicinally rich plant on planet Earth, currently known to man and scientists.
Absolutely fascinating. How'd you start the business?
We were farmers, been doing startups for 21 years and joined our cousin to do some farming of industrial hemp and did that for about 2 years and then decided we should just go direct to consumers. Ultimately, our products, our flower, our biomass, the hemp we were growing was being bought by distributors and they were putting into consumer products. We thought we could produce not only products that were equal to those or better, but we also knew that this model of direct-to-consumer drop shipping, a tobacco replacement solution for any type of tobacco. Literally think of our company like when you walk into a 7-Eleven and you see all the tobacco products behind the register. All of those will be natural, will be organic, will be hemp derived, will have actually zero ability, according to the longest study ever done on cannabis, zero ability to give you cancer. I can send you this, Seth, but I know I'm going on here, but there is a study that was done for 17 years, the longest study ever done on cannabis, and it looked at 4 types of people. People that never smoked anything, people that smoked cigarettes, people that smoked cigarettes and cannabis, and people that solely smoked cannabis. And we're talking about what they call joint years, a certain number of joints per day. The people that had the lowest propensity for lung disease, emphysema, and cancer were those that only smoked cannabis. It's just slightly less than those that never smoked at all. Those that smoked tobacco solely had something in the relative range of about 20 to 21 times the chance of lung cancer, emphysema, and lung disease. Those that smoke cigarettes and cannabis combined, divide that by about 2/3. So what it's showing is that if you smoke cannabis on the daily, you actually are slightly decreasing your likelihood of cancer and lung disease. If you don't smoke at all, that's phenomenal. Congratulations, that's amazing. If you smoke cigarettes and cannabis, you're reducing the likelihood of you getting cancer by essentially 2/3. It's unbelievably statistically strong to state that smoking cannabis actually not only doesn't give you cancer, it actually dramatically reduces the likelihood of you garnering cancer in your life.
That is absolutely incredible. So not only are you replacing something that is one of the leading killers of people, but you're also preventing something else that they could be getting from somewhere else.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about the business side. How are you getting the word out?
That's a great question. The company's only 11 months old. We're fortunate to have a series of friends in a network we're in called Startups, which is an accelerator that we were fortunate enough to co-found 21 years ago. And so we just started there, sharing with our colleagues. These are all founders of startups in Oregon, and getting the word out there. Then next, we obviously went to our extended friends and family network. And just recently, we've started to, of course, go out and do traditional marketing, whether that's events, social, paid placement, et cetera. So we actually went to market with our first sales in November of last year. And we're planning on ultimately, well, let's just put it this way. We're trying to get enough club memberships with our subscriptions to be profitable in Q2 of this year. And then we believe we might be a viable acquisition target even by the end of this year based on that particular model, the product suite we have, the vertical integration, and the intellectual property. But, we'll see.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. Absolutely fascinating. Full disclosure, I have tried their products and was incredibly satisfied with my experience as well. For our folks who are watching and listening and want to learn more and maybe get their hands on some, where is the best place for them to go?
You can go to metoliushemp.com or metolius.market, which is our store. Everything we do is direct. There are a number of retailers, predominantly in Florida and Texas and Colorado, where you can also garner our products. But we would love to just have a relationship with you, ship you to our solutions, give you the ability to communicate with our entire team, provide feedback, suggest new products. So simply go to the site, sign up for our newsletter if you're not ready or not sure. If you'd like a sample, please let us know. And yeah, we just want to work direct with the customer and build that relationship and see what we can do to further improve our products, our solutions, our models, and hopefully just positively impact their lives. I can only imagine what it would be like, which I know it's like for some of our customers that have called and said, I was smoking 1 to 3 cigars a day and I've completely quit.
You're literally saving lives. I love it.
Well, that's kind. I don't know if we can say that yet.
All right. But right. Legally, you can't, but I can.
Yeah, you can.
As a customer, I can say that. All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. We know it's incredibly valuable. This has been Seth Green with John Freese of metoliushemp.com. That is METOLIUS hemp, HEMP.com. We will put the link in the show notes. Make sure to go check it out. John, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Seth. Appreciate it.
Thanks everybody, for watching or listening. We'll see you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.